before we start today's video, I'm guessing you can tell by the title and the thumbnail that there is, like, a suspension. So, remember, this is not real life. This is just pretend. This is just a video game. None of this would happen in real life. So don't think that the person who's getting suspended in this game is a bad person, which they're not. This is just for the fun of the series and make it entertaining. So this would not happen in real life. Let me just throw that disclaimer out there. We have some breaking news here with the Los Angeles Chargers, as you're probably asking me, where the heck is Tyrell Williams? Well, the report is that Tyrell Williams has been suspended by the NFL for 8 games for using PEDs, which went into last year. He used some last year as well as using them this year. And then after the Chargers' big win over the Oakland Raiders last week and last episode after the game, he was seen selling drugs to 7 other Chargers players. Those Chargers players were given 1-game suspensions by Coach LaDainian Tomlinson. So let's get some more insight on the Tyrell Williams suspension. Here's a little newspaper I made about the Tyrell Williams suspension. If you want to pause the video and read the newspaper, you can go right ahead. If not, then you can skip 20 seconds into the video if you don't want to read the newspaper, which I'll recommend you do look at it because it's pretty cool and gives you a lot of insight. So if you decided not to read the full newspaper, that's completely fine, because we're just going to be talking about the full, suspension and all the details and stuff. You can also look at the newspaper if you want to as well. It works pretty hard on that, so don't mind the broadcast. But Tyrell Williams has been using PEDs. He's been solid, especially as of lately, not the most consistent. If we look at his stats last week, he had a solid week last week. I know he caught a touchdown. I wouldn't say it was noticeable, but no, not Mike Williams. Luckily, Mike Williams is not one of the 7 players suspended. But Tyrell Williams currently only 4 catches for 62 yards and a touchdown. And the 3 catches for 48 yards was last game. So not a spectacular start from Tyrell Williams, but with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Hunter Henry, Melvin Gordon as targets on your team, it's going to be a little hard. So the other 7 players suspended, well, I'm not going to go by the roster. The other 7 players suspended who were seen with the drugs that Tyrell Williams had were quarterback Brett Hundley, running back Orleans Darkwa, wide receiver Aldrick Robinson, tight end Levine Toilolo, the rookie offensive tackle Miles Ellerbe, middle linebacker Denzel Perryman, and cornerback Desmond King. So I believe that is 7. Yes, that is 7. So let's go to look at the 2 starters, with the first one being the rookie offensive tackle Miles Ellerbe, who was the 25th overall pick in the first round. Has struggled so far. I believe all 4 of his sacks were week 1. Yeah. Week 2, he was a little better, and, he had to block Khalil Mack, so if anything, that was way harder. But Miles Ellerbe, not a great start, and he will be missing the next game, obviously, due to suspension. One of the 2 starters. He's a rookie. Rookies make mistakes. I believe he's the only, rookie who's actually getting suspended in this whole thing. All of the other rookies were not suspended. We have many second-year players as well. But Ellerbe has not been great, but still, this is very, important that he's getting suspended. He's a rookie. He's making a mistake. Hopefully, this won't, haunt him or anything. And Greg Robinson, the free agent acquisition, will start at right tackle. So the other starter is Denzel Perryman, the 4th-year middle linebacker, who is looking for a new contract this offseason, as well as Tyrell Williams, who's the ringleader of all this. And Brett Hundley's, I believe, the only other player who was involved in this and it needs a new contract. So Denzel Perryman has been the starting middle linebacker for a while. So what the Chargers plan on doing is they plan on putting the 4th overall pick, Leonard Worrell, who's played outside linebacker, to middle linebacker, where he's been playing in college. He's not really used to outside linebacker. He had a solid game last game after an L week 1. So we're going to see how he does at middle linebacker. And taking Worrell's spot at the right outside linebacker spot will be the 3rd-year man, Kyle Emanuel. who was not suspended, luckily. If not, then we would probably be starting like Alex Anzalone, which wouldn't be too pretty. And the other players are backups. Yeah. So, Perryman, Ellerby, and Tyrell Williams are the 3 starters being suspended. The players being suspended for 1 game are Brett Hundley, Darkwa, Aldrick Robinson, my brain freeze, Levine Toilolo, Miles Ellerby, Denzel Perryman, and Desmond King. 3 of those guys being starters, including Tyrell Williams, and 3 of those players, once again, including Tyrell Williams, needing new contracts this offseason. So, right here, Tyrell Williams, Denzel Perryman, and Brett Hundley. None of these players got suspended. See, we have a lot of players. So, let's go review the statement that Tyrell Williams made, which he seemed very mature about, which I definitely like. So, Tyrell Williams' statement reads, "I am extremely sorry and regret my choices. I am sorry to my peers, this phenomenal organization, the Chargers fans, and everyone who was let down by my choices. I am also extremely sorry to my teammates who got suspended. It's all my fault, and they do not deserve it. I take full responsibility for my careless actions. I hope this suspension can make me realize my mistakes and have it not happen again. I thank everyone who supports me, and I hope they can still support and respect me. Hopefully, I can return to the field without any distraction." So that is the statement from Chargers wide receiver Tyrell Williams. I think that's a very mature statement and the right thing to say. He still is going to be suspended for 8 games. However, he's going to try to repeal the suspension to 4 games. Hopefully, it works out. So a player is going to have to be big is the undrafted free agent Neil Lee, who was taken in the 2nd round and cut by the Bills. I don't really know why. That's their business. He's extremely fast and has solid hands. So hopefully he can replace Tyrell Williams effectively and give Phillip Rivers a very dangerous threat who is extremely, extremely fast. Ran a 4.3 40-yard time. And the other new starters will be Greg Robinson and Kyle Emanuel just for this week. But Neil Lee will most likely be starting until Tyrell Williams comes back, unless he struggles and we put in, like, not Aldrick Robinson because he's suspended, like Adams or Jakeem Grant or someone else in the meantime. So to put it harshly, Tyrell Williams is a drug dealer in a way, which I guess is why he got suspended for 8 games. I'm guessing 4 for the dealing drugs to his teammates and 4 for the PEDs, which, don't worry, don't be scared. He's not some drug dealer who lives on the border who Trump doesn't like. No. It's not that. Only those 7 players. If he did, like, outside of football, it would obviously be a much bigger situation. And these are PEDs. This isn't weed. We're hopefully not gonna have a Josh Gordon 2.0 situation. But that's gonna end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode will come out soon. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below of the Tyrell Williams suspension and the other 7 players who were suspended for 1 game by Coach Tomlinson. So that's it for me. I'm out. Peace.